I'm very excited about Reuben's masterclass. I'll be learning more techniques on how he does things in his kitchen.
I want to see what I'll learn and the kind of flavors that he'll have and what I can take away from that and incorporate into my dish.
All right, everybody, welcome to my kitchen.
He's not even a chef, he says it's his kitchen. Okay, so the two of us, I'm going to be showing, Arthur's going to be my assistant. This is for you to obviously get some inspiration. We're going to be making a little bit of a mezze platter. So a nice sort of platter that can be shared. For the one element, we're going to be using the bell pepper that you're getting in your mystery box. And Arthur will be kind of charring that pepper to get it nice and smoky. The idea always when you cook is obviously to build flavor. Here we want a bit of smokiness. We want that natural smokiness, and we're going to get that by charring that pepper really nice and dark.
Yeah,
and that's when we're going to get that flavor, okay? Here we have the ingredients that's going into that dip. So we have the bell peppers.
Okay.
So that goes in our little processor. The other beauty of doing it like this and charring it, you're actually taking away some of that excess moisture. Now here we want intensity, and by doing it this way, we've almost taken away some of that moisture, so we'll get nice intensity in terms of the bell pepper flavor. So I've put all the bell pepper in our food processor because I want that dip to be quite intense, okay? Now, yes, we're adding oats. So the oats has been soaked. When you soak it, it can actually be used to add not just flavor, but also consistency to certain sort of preparations, and in this case, a dip, for example.
I never thought he was going to use the oats like I imagined it to. The way he did, it gave me more ideas on how to create more dishes with the oats, but also you can make like a nice meal with it.
I use oats in savory dishes as well. It is a nice ingredient to use and it adds texture to any dish.
See, also, I think what Reuben was talking about earlier in terms of wanting the red pepper to be nicely charred, we're getting that color.
And you can start to smell it now, eh?
Yeah.
We like a bit of heat, eh?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna add the chili. Okay, and then some cumin. Again, we're talking about building flavor, toasted and ground cumin, smoked paprika.
And it's really about just evoking the senses. If you evoke our senses in that way, think about acidity, think about, sweetness, saltiness, umami. You want to make sure that you're able to balance all the flavors. He's talking about the smokiness, from the bell pepper and also the paprika. It's really nice flavors that he's also building in there.
And the lemon juice will basically that's what lemon juice does. Other than just adding acidity, it obviously brings out the flavors of the other ingredients. So lemon juice goes in, okay? And then I like a tiny bit of sweetness too. Just a nice sort of sweetness to balance maybe that acidity and all that other flavors in there. So I'm putting in some honey to add that sweetness, some pepper, salt, olive oil. Let's get that going.
This experience is teaching me to think on my feet, to work fast, and to be very creative and think out of the box.
Reuben is an exceptional chef. I absolutely love the way he's incorporating all of these items into his dish.
Okay, time to taste. I love the texture. Delicious. There's a bit of a bite in it, Arthur, as well.
I like the body that you get from the oats, quite smooth.
Yeah.
I like it.
Is that a compliment?
Yeah, it is a compliment. You did well.
Thank you very much. Okay, let's move on to the next one where we'll be using split peas.
Reuben, I'm excited about the split pea dip that you're going to make for us. And I love the versatility of green split peas because, you can use them in different ways, in soups, in salads. And today he's making a dip, obviously. And it just shows you how you can always nourish your family. I mean, they are so fiber-packed, good for digestive well-being. And that's what the KOO range of dry pulses actually offer you. Some are protein-packed and shows that you can actually just get the benefits that you're looking for.
Yeah.
Right?
You see, there's I think another ingredient that just by looking at it, you go to certain dishes, which is maybe like a soup. You know, I think today we can show you that there's actually other things you can do with it as well, whether it's a dip or a spread. But back to our dip. So we're gonna make a dip, but it's close enough to kind of a pesto. So the ingredients going in there is our sunflower seeds. Arthur will just kindly toast them for us. And again, that's just to sort of bring out some extra flavor. We roasted our garlic. So when you roast the garlic, obviously it takes away a bit of the pungency. You'll still get the garlic taste, but there's a bit of sweetness that comes with it as well as that kind of a bit of kind of roasted taste. And then there's ingredients here that goes really well with peas, or split peas especially, which is mint.
Wow.
Mint and peas are a classic combination. It's a bit unusual, maybe in this type of dip here, for example. Okay, so the mint goes in. Got some fresh sweet basil that goes in as well. Okay, and then, still talking about building flavor. These onions were sweated off or braised off in the pan with a little bit of olive oil, and then we added some curry powder to that. So we've just added the curry powder in there just to, again, soften it a little bit. And then obviously the hero, our split peas.
A lot of this cooking is always fun.
Okay, Parmesan cheese, olive oil. Arthur, can you do a bit of pepper for us, if you don't mind?
Okay.
Salt, bring it on. Okay, Arthur, let's have a taste. Lovely.
Okay.
I can taste all those ingredients we've added in there, and I don't think there's any masking of the other ingredient. Okay, that's done. So let's bring our platter together. Okay, Arthur, so here we have our mezze platter.
Looks beautiful.
It's missing just our last dip. So here we've used the yogurt that's in your mystery box together with some feta, salt and pepper.
Keeping it nice and simple. Okay.
I think it's time for us to taste. Before we do you guys have any questions for me?
Chef, for the red pepper dip, if you want to make it vegan, what would you substitute the honey with?
If you want to get to something just to get that balance in terms of flavor, I think there's plenty ingredients in terms of sweetness that you can add, like sugar, golden syrup. But yeah, the job of it is to balance the flavor. It's not just to add sweetness just for the sake of it.
In terms of using the green split peas, how long do you think I should cook it basically to get it nice and tender?
You've got an hour, so I would say about 30 minutes. Sometimes 45 minutes if you want it a bit softer. You know, sometimes people like to blend half and keep the other half kind of like more chunky, but you'll have more than enough time.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, come and taste.
I think what is nice about this mezze platter is just about sharing, you know, and abundance. You know, this spread, you can just share it with your family or friends.
The tip that I'm taking away from the masterclass is not be scared of experimenting with flavors and also learning how to use things in an alternative way than what we are used to.
I think the technique that stands out for me the most is taking that pepper and putting it on an open flame and just to get the smokiness from the pepper itself.
I like the smokiness of the red pepper.
Right? Very
Even
nice.
the split peas, I mean, nice texture, different type of consistency than maybe a pesto. But as a dip, that's also, you know, you taste everything in there. The mint works well with it as well. Well, I hope you guys are feeling inspired now. Are you ready to color your plates?
Yes.
Okay, let's go.
Excellent.